What's going on, guys? Josh from SoccerReviewsForYou.com bringing you a video today to discuss the recently unveiled / released Nike Tiempo Legend 7, the brand new Legend to replace the Legend 6. A lot of you guys have been asking me about this particular shoe, whether or not I'm going to be getting it in. I guess more specifically the black platinum colorway, which is a very limited shoe. We'll talk about that in today's video, and I'll share my overall opinions and I guess general initial impressions on the Legend 7 as well. You also notice that I'm in a completely new space. I'm going to give you guys a little tour of this, which is going to be the SR4U boot room closer towards the end of the video, so stick around for that. Anyways, the black platinum Nike Tiempo Legend 7, will I be getting a pair in for review? The simple answer to that question is unfortunately no, I will not. The situation with that particular release, because I know it's a little bit confusing, is that it's not going to be a limited edition shoe that's going to be available to the public in limited quantities. They made 100 pairs and they sent them out basically to the biggest retailers around the world and a few people. I unfortunately was not one of those people, but anyways, that's the deal with that particular shoe. It's essentially a blacked out pre-release variation of the Legend 7 that, like I said, will not have an official public release. With that said, there is going to be an official release of the Legend 7 in a colorway that everybody can buy, the launch color. I would expect within the next 2 weeks or so. So 1 week, 2 weeks, that's probably when we're going to see an official release, and that's when you're going to see a review of the product coming from me. So stay tuned for that on the channel. Subscribe if you aren't already, if you want to hear my thoughts and opinions on the Legend 7s once I actually have the opportunity to hold them in my hands and give them a go. So what do I think of the new Legend 7? Do I think it's a cool shoe? Because obviously those that regularly watch my channel know that the Legend 6 is my personal favorite boot. Well, I think the Legend 7 is definitely interesting. I like the fact that they did obviously maintain kangaroo leather, and the amount of leather you get on the shoe is very similar to what you have on the Legend 6. So that's something that I am really happy about. They also maintained a similar internal structure and internal skeleton support frame, although it does look to be more significant on this particular shoe. So I'm really curious to see how that's going to feel. And then of course, the main talking point here is the fact that they did incorporate some form of Flyknit within the upper, mainly through the midfoot and heel construction of the shoe. Now, obviously with a leather boot, something like a Tiempo, you want it to have that leather-like feel, and I'm definitely confident that these are going to have that, but the Flyknit implementation, I think, is going to give people the idea that it's going to have some kind of sock-like or something that's going to feel like a Superfly or an Obra or Hypervenom. I don't think that's going to be the case at all. The implementation of Flyknit here is more, like I said, through the midfoot, so it's going to be something that's going to wrap your foot quite nicely. It's going to obviously be nice and structured. It does have Flywire incorporated in there as well, which is really interesting because we haven't seen that from the Tiempos since the Legend 4 Elites, for those that remember those, although this seems to be a lot different in comparison to that particular shoe. And I'm really curious to see how it's all going to feel. The tongue area filled in through the middle appears to be made from Flyknit as well. So really interesting in that regard, and I think it's more of a structure thing rather than a feel thing. The main feel of the shoe is going to be based around leather, both in terms of comfort as well as touch on the ball, which is how the Tiempo should be in my opinion. It's got a central lacing system here, no surprise, and of course they did choose to make it low cut as well, which I think is probably the right move in the long run, because most people who would be interested in a Tiempo in general, I would anticipate would want a low cut shoe, but that's kind of my initial impressions on the boot. I think it looks pretty interesting. Well, I guess the sole plate and stud pattern is worth talking about as well. It does appear to be, I guess, a little bit more modern in comparison to what we've had from the Legend 4, 5, and 6. In terms of high-end Tiempo stud patterns and sole plates. This sole plate looks to be a little bit lighter, so I wouldn't be surprised if the Legend 7 weighs in closer to 7.5 ounces versus closer to 9 ounces, like the Legend 6 is right now. And as far as the stud pattern is concerned, it's something different. We haven't really seen a major revamp of the Tiempo stud pattern up until the Legend 7, so curious to try it out. They incorporated some blades in there, which I personally have no problem with. It looks like it's just going to be a little bit more aggressive versus the more standard Tiempo stud pattern that we're used to seeing. So again, really curious to try all this stuff out. But let me know down below in the comment section. Also leave a little poll pop up on screen. You can vote. Are you happy with the Legend 7? Yes or no? I personally am really excited about it. I think it looks pretty cool. But again, until I've tried them for myself, there's not a whole lot I can say in regards to the performance, the fit, the feel of the shoe. This is just my general impressions based on how they look. So again, vote in the corner of the screen. Let me know what you guys think. Although I am very, very curious as well, just as an added note on this new Legend 7 release, is how much this shoe is going to cost. Obviously, retail on a lot of these top-end models is going up and up. You see $300 price points from the Magista, Mercurial, and Hypervenom lines at the very top, the mid-cut Flyknit models. So I'm curious if we're going to see a major price increase coming from the Legend 6 that retails for $210 to the Legend 7. Would I be surprised if the retail was $250 like a low-cut Hypervenom Phantom 3? No, I would not be surprised at all. But again, only time will tell. Again, I think we're going to see an official release within the next 2 weeks or so. Anyways, where am I standing? Because this is obviously not my usual environment. Let me give you guys a look. If you guys follow me on Instagram, if not, there is a link to my Instagram down below in the description. I'm in the process of moving, and basically this is my entire collection packed up in boxes and spread out across what is a very, very large room. This is gonna be the new SR4U boot room. You can see it has to be put together still. I have all the shelving and stuff, but I'm really, really excited about this. This is gonna be, I think, a pretty cool place to create some content, and it's just gonna be a cool way of displaying my entire collection, which is approximately, I think, about 1,200 pairs. I don't think I calculated it correctly in my collection video, which if you missed that, I'll leave a little pop-up on screen. But basically you can see everything here packed up in boxes. It's a little bit ridiculous. I'm not sure if this is everything. I think there's some other stuff still to be moved, but this is gonna be the SR4U boot room. Really, really excited about it. You can see the lighting in here is actually really good. And then this is gonna be my office where I'll likely be recording a lot of the videos. I apologize for the echoiness, but something very cool, some shelves in here still. But really, really excited to, I guess, have it all set up, which I should have done within the next couple of days. But let me know down below in the comments if you guys would be interested in seeing, I guess, some kind of a tour video once everything is all set up, because I think it's gonna be pretty cool. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Again, I've been getting a ton of questions about Legend 7s, so I figured I'd make a quick video to inform you guys what exactly is going on and what are my thoughts on this brand new shoe that a lot of you guys are guessing is going to be my new favorite. Again, until I've tried them out, can't really confirm or deny that. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed it. If you have any questions for me, leave them down below in the comment section, and I definitely will get an answer out to you. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to support it with a like. That would be fantastic. Subscribe if you haven't already for daily videos on all the latest and greatest soccer gear. You can find all of my social media information linked down below in the description as well. And other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video, and as always, thanks for watching.